From the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., this is Rewind. This week, the IRS Commissioner outlined his vision of a streamlined tax filing system.
The IRS would get all information returns from third parties, like the W-2 and the 1099, before individual taxpayers filed their returns. The taxpayer, or their professional tax return preparer, could then access that information from the IRS via the web and download it into their returns using commercial tax software. Taxpayers would then add to that information downloaded any self-reported and supplemental information to their returns, and they'd file their returns with us.
Press Club President Mark Hamrick asked, what is the preferred way to file one's taxes?
In the event of a shutdown, people really should file electronically because most of these returns are processed automatically and will not experience any delays. However, taxpayers who file paper returns will experience some delays.
Boxer Joe Frazier added his face and name to the Decide to Drive campaign initiative to end distracted driving. NPR host Diane Rehm received tributes and toasts for her lifetime of achievements.
And I shall always be proud that NPR's Bill Busenberg stood up one day at an NPR conference and said, we weren't prepared to go with a national talk show, but then Diane Rehm happened.
The ballroom was packed with family, friends, and admirers for the memorial service for Washington Post political reporter and columnist David Broder. His friends and colleagues remembered the man who believed that elections belong to the voters, not to politicians or strategists or commentators.
He was called the Dean for a reason. He brought to his reporting unmatched integrity, keen insight, fairness, seriousness of purpose, and true humility.
The vice president described Broder as a reporter who didn't moralize, he analyzed.
In a town full of monuments, David Broder stood tall. He was anchored. A phrase has become very popular, but it was always associated with him. He knew who he was. He knew what he believed. And he had an uncanny ability to get to the essence of the person who he was covering.
This has been Rewind, produced by the Broadcast Operations Center.
If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.